Hello, everybody. We're so happy to be here today. I feel like I've had like a crazy week. I guess we should introduce everybody. I know we mostly have our regulars here. I've seen Mary was first one to say hi. Hello, Mary.
Hello.
And Nihilus Geek is here. Hello. So if you are new to the stream, while people are jumping on in here, I'm Lisa Daly. This is my channel. We do a live stream with this group, and generally Carrow Brown is with us every Wednesday from 11 to 1. And if I would love to introduce my lovely and talented co-host today, SAVY Writes. SAVY Writes Books is here. Savy's here from her channel, SAVY Writes Books. Say hello to the people, Savvy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Savvy from SAVY Writes Books. Are we introducing our channels right now, or
yeah, go ahead.
Sure. Okay. So if you guys don't know me, I'm from the channel SAVY Writes Books. We talk about life as a writer and a small business owner, and we roast scammers who try to scam small business owners and creative people. And we complain a lot about people wanting us to work for free and all of that. So if you like hearing me complain about things, you will love SAVY Writes Books. Side note, tonight at 9 p.m. Central, I have my weekly live stream, which is the Authortube sleepover. Lisa will be there as well. So that will be super fun. So if you want to wear pajamas and eat snacks and write with us, come join me for that. And on Friday at 11 a.m. Central, I have my book launch party because my book is coming out. It's going to be so fun. So if you want to come to a book launch party live stream, I'll probably plug it again at the end. But
definitely. Yeah. And we'll put a link. We'll put a link to, since I think you've already got the live stream up, right? So I'll go ahead and
yeah, the live stream link is up now, so you can like go set a reminder and that kind of thing.
Awesome. All right. Yay. I'm so excited for that. Always love the Authortube sleepover too. Super fun. Robert, tell the people who you are.
I'm Robert Jones. My channel is Story Detective, where we take all things story oriented, put them under the microscope of a Sherlockian eye, so you figure out problems. We'll do it for you.
That's awesome. Did you just make up that word Sherlockian? Because I sort of love it.
No, it's been around for a while. They call the whole group Sherlockiana.
Sherlockian. I love it.
Lore, it's been around.
I like that too.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. All right, let's say hi. We've got our regulars are piling in today. All right, we have Joanne Ninja Hen here today. We've got a fancy schmancy new avatar.
I like the avatar a lot.
I know, right? She's looking good. So we actually have really exciting news today about Joanne Ninja Hen, which I was going to talk about on promo stream last week and totally forgot about it until the very end. And I was like, we have to have a special, like, we got to talk about this at the beginning of the stream. So Joanne Ninja Hen, as you guys know, is doing, she's doing these awesome animated book covers. We have all had one done. They're fantastic. And I'm pretty sure, like, for all eternity, I'm going to be having her do my book covers. They're so beautiful. And she is giving away a book cover animation on our stream today. What? All right. So, yeah, right. So when we come back after our 5-minute sprint, we're going to talk about how you guys can enter to win that. I know BC Brown was like, me. So let's say hi to everybody. We're going to talk about that. I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited. All right, here we go. Who's here today? Hannah Palmer's here. Hey, Hannah. So glad to see you. Destiny's here. Hey, Destiny.
Hey, hello.
Hey. Nerdy Nanny. Hello.
Good morning.
I'm so glad you guys made it today because I did not post anything on social media. Thank God for everything.
I posted everything.
Thank goodness for you. All right. Yay, Robert. Elizabeth Fairfax is here today. Devin's here. He's already preparing his jokes for the day. Very nice. Hi. Story Detective's here today.
What's up, Lisa?
We're so glad you made it, Robert. Okay, Sarah's here. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, you guys, we have tons of comments today. Joanne says, great, yay. I know last week at the end of the stream, she's like, book giveaway or book cover giveaway. I'm like, oh. All right, you guys know how I am during the promo stream. All right, CO Savvy here. Hi, Daily Savvy Detective.
I love it.
I love that. That's so awesome. All right, fantastic. Adega Outlaws here. Hey, good gracious. Wet ink blots. Hi, we're so glad you made it. Oh my gosh. Yay, fantastic. All right, hello. Stacy Coates, first time though I have to stop and go get my kids lunch from the local school. Well, we will be here for 2 hours. So when you come back, we'll be here. Thank you so much for coming today. We're so glad you made it. That's awesome.
Yay.
Michael Edward McPhee is here. Huh? A little French, just a little though. I'm like, oh, I'm like 75%. I know what that means. Okay. Oh, she's blushing. Oh. Yay! All right. Yay! Join Ninja Hen. Oh, thank you so much.
So sweet. I love it.
I know, me too. You guys should send me links in the private chat, and I'll pull up some of those book covers so everybody can see them if you haven't already.
Yeah, I'll try to find mine. I think I posted on Instagram.
So I know that's where I posted mine. I want to pull up the one that she did for Joe Clifford, who is our friend, who just was nominated for the ITW Thriller Award, and she saw his book cover when he was on the stream with us that day, and was just like fell in love. And I was like, oh, we should give him that as like a little gift for being a guest on the stream. And she had like already done it. She like already started. She was way ahead of us. So, oh my gosh. All right. Yay. Everybody's so excited. You guys have not seen these covers. You will.
They're so great.
We are.
Sorry, I found the one for Sculpt Yourself that she did on Instagram. Instagram crops things weird, but I'll send you the link anyway.
Okay, cool. All right. I will pull mine up. Robert, you are probably just chomping at the bit over that one. All right, here we go. Adega says, if I don't win, I will try and contact you for my cover one. And if you want, right? You got to have that. It's great. Like, people go crazy. Michael, certain people need to press the like button. You know who you are. Thank you. Very sweet. That's great. Hey, Writing Weirdo.
Hey, Writing Weirdos.
We're so happy. Hey, Jennifer. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you made it today. Story Detective, keeping us alive in the comments. Good job. Wedding Plot says, same here. I'd love to stay in contact to see some book cover. They're really, her animations are unreal. They are so cool. All right. Yay. All right. And some hey-heys all around. Okay. I'm going to try and pull up the one from Savvy. Let's see if it works.
Yeah, it's cropped weird in an Instagram kind of way, but I think it still should be visible.
Let me see if I can pull this up for just a second. So what are you guys working on? Yeah, it is cropped a little bit. Let me share the screen.
I think it still shows the main parts of what she did though.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, here we go. So
this is my cover for Sculpt Yourself, and see, look, she because the book's about people changing their body proportions, so she made on the cover the body proportions on the little bathroom signs go in and out, and the letters got bigger and smaller.
I love that. It's so conceptual. I love that. I think it's just like incredible.
I was so excited about this book cover. So I posted. If I find where I posted it on Twitter, I think it'll have the full size cover.
Yeah, you get the full size.
A little ways back.
As long as we're on Instagram, I'm gonna run down and see if I can't pull up the one she did for me. As long as we're here. Oop, did I miss it?
Your Instagram is so happy looking. Everything is so bright and cheerful.
I know. Oh, mine.
Yeah, everything's so happy.
It's it right. Oh, here it is. Okay, so super cool. So this is mine. Thank you for saying that, Savvy. That's my goal, right? Because I write rom-coms and beach books.
Yeah, so and I think mine doesn't. I don't do a good job with having mine stay with a tone or a theme, but I feel like yours does because it's oh, I can tell she's writing like romance and happy beach stories and things like that. You can just tell from the colors. So
Thank
your
you.
Instagram is wonderful.
Well, that's cool because we were just talking about that branding,
Yeah.
colors, etc., on the promo stream last week. So I'm glad it's working. I'm glad it's working. I will say those are my like blue, pink, green, my favorite colors, and so basically my entire life is this color. But I'm glad that it works for my books and for my Instagram. All right, so if you could see mine. Look, the sun comes up and you get like a little water sparkle on the title.
I love the sparkle.
I know, I do too. I love it. I have gotten so many compliments on that, you guys. Oh my gosh, I love it. Totally.
I love how the sun like appears slowly in the background.
I know, I know. It's really, really cool. Oop, I was trying to unshare this. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I really love it. I was so thrilled that she wanted to do it, and I love how it turned out. All right, so you guys talk about what Robert, tell us what you're working on today. I'm going to go track down Joe Clifford's if I can find it. Actually, I'll do that for the next one.
Okay.
But tell us what you're working on today, Robert, and everybody in the hanging out in the chat with us today. Let us know what you're working on before we get going with our first sprint.
I am planning videos and I'm filming and editing all week. Last week, I fell behind and I got absolutely nothing done.
I so relate to that, Robert.
I'm going to batch film this week and get ahead so I can get back to normalcy, I hope.
Yeah.
And, that's the plan. Plan the video, film the video.
Yeah. I have like, it's funny because this morning on was it Instagram? Yeah. This morning on Instagram, Savvy did a post of her planner this week. And I'm a planner girl.
Yay!
So I had all these big plans. Like I have one video to edit, which is about my new keyboard, which I can't wait to talk about that. And then I had like the one, because we have WordStock coming up this week.
Yes.
Yeah. We have a lot to talk about today.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have WordStock coming up. Like I had all these big plans and I am like, oh, it's only Wednesday and I'm so far behind.
Me too. I have so much to catch up. Well, because I keep falling asleep. Last night I fell asleep at like 9 p.m. And I would think that I would wake up early naturally if I fall asleep early, but no. I got up at 8 today.
No.
I slept for 11 hours.
It's funny. You think about having all the free time in the world to create, and then when there's nothing else going on in the world, you just sort of fall into this hibernation mode.
Yeah, and my body's been so exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something to that for sure. Yeah. Well, and Savvy, I think you're such an extrovert. So it's funny because when this started happening, I was thinking like I really wondered how you were going to do with that, because you like extroverts generally get their energy from other people.
100%. Yes. It has been, well, it was really difficult at first. So I started live streaming a lot more because that would help me get energized, getting to be with other people and talk through my work.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that makes
helps. I'm still exhausted all the time though.
I totally get that. I feel like I should have more time because I'm home. I'm not driving people around, but I'm also kids. When I say driving people, I'm not like moonlighting as an Uber driver or anything, but like I'm not driving my kids to school. I'm not going to do the show on Fridays. So I feel like I should theoretically have more time, but I do not. So I don't know if that's because you have to like sanitize every grocery that you bring into your house, or if it's just the mental exhaustion of this. I mean, who knows what, or a combination of all those things. But I tried to really get back on my planner this week because I really feel like I'm getting farther and farther behind. So Savvy, tell us what you're working on today.
I'm using so many stickers in my planner.
Wait, hold on, let me see if I can make a lot. Hold on. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to remove you. I was trying to, wait, oh, here we go. Look at that planner. Holy crap. All right. That's nice. That's very nice.
So today I'm going to be working on storyboarding. So I need to get the more sketches done for this fifth Forever Home Friends book. My plan is to spend the majority of June like doing the full illustrations, you know, full color, compiling everything. So by the end of May, I really want to have my, you know, rough sketches and storyboarding done for it. So that's what I'm going to be working on today.
That's great. I have not written like book stuff. I have not worked on my novel in like a week and a half. That's a very long time for me.
Probably close to 2 weeks.
Right. So today, my goal is a small one. I just want to, it's been like I said, like a week and a half. I just want to knock out 500 words today because I feel like I need to. Last week I put it on my schedule and I didn't do it at all. And I thought I need to just break this down and make it a little smaller until I get to a point where I'm writing again every day. And because I don't feel right when I am not writing every day. You know, I mean, I usually write Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday and then Saturday, but I do not feel right. So my goal is 500 words today, which I should be able to knock out over the course of the live stream. We will see how that happens. So I'm going to be working on my novel. Let's hear from everybody else. Let's see what everybody's working on today. Oh, Mary says, thanks for the reminder. Michael Edward V, I'm always thankful. Me too. I need all the reminders I can get. Debbie says, hi. Hey, Debbie. You made it. We have some highs all around. Okay. Oh, we've got to have some, we've got some Joanne Ninja Hen love. So let's get to that first. So cool. Such an awesome idea. Jamie Barfield's here. Hello. I'm so glad you made it. Right? That cover animation is like to die for. Love it. And it's such a great idea. I love that the figures get bigger and smaller. Like it's not just cool and interesting, but it actually plays off the concept of the book. And I think that's what makes hers like so much better than anybody who just adds like sparkle, you know what I mean, to every book cover. Mine is perfect for me because she's playing off the sun and the water, and yours is, you know, about this changing your body.
I love it.
I think so too. All right, so BC Brown says, I can't wait to work with Joan on my anniversary edition of the first book in my Metaphysical Chronicles series. That's going to be awesome. Super awesome. Yay, yay. Mary says, hey, bestie. Eva Writes is here. Yay. Eva. BC Brown still working on the draft from hell of my third book in the Metaphysical Chronicles series. I feel ya. I feel you. I don't know why I'm having so much. I love this book concept that I'm working on so much, but I don't know. It's not funny enough. And that's what, and it's almost harder to like go in and crowbar jokes in. So that's where I am right now with that. Okay. Sarah's working on developmental edits on her historical mystery. I've got a plot hole that needs filling. Cement. All right. No, you don't want cement. Okay. Look at that. BC Brown's got, I have to record and edit my word stock video number 3 for this Saturday. Yeah. We're going to talk about that when we come back too.
Yeah.
Okay. Second depression weekend, turn it around next week. That is the worst. We feel for you. I struggle with that. I think that's part of why I'm not writing lately, is that yeah, right? You just feel like, it's like walking through sludge. Everything is slower and you can't get anything done and you feel like crap, and what's the use anyway? So I feel you. And yes, next week, turn it around. Maybe today, maybe you and I will get something going today. How about that?
It's a new lifestyle. We have to adjust and do different things. I think getting out and taking walks or exercising, planning a routine for ourselves that breaks up our time, because our time is just clustered into a lump of nothing.
Part of my problem is I did start exercising, which has made me feel better mentally, but now I have less mental exhaustion and more physical exhaustion because I'm working out like 6 times a week. And now that I'm doing that, suddenly like my body's tired all the time because I'm working it too much.
6 days a week, a lot.
Yeah, well, I decided to not work out today because I was so tired yesterday and I was struggling to get out of bed so much this morning that I was like, maybe I just won't do it today because I want to be awake today as much as possible.
Yeah, well, thanks. Well, you have a long day today too, so
Yeah.
super long day today. Okay, so Hannah needs to edit her video for WordStock. I'm so excited about that. We're going to talk about that when we come back. Do some more research for my work in progress. Doing research on the Greek Titans for a live stream tomorrow night.
Nice.
All right, check that out, everybody. Adega, let us know in the comments what time that is, and I'll be sure when I mention it, all of our live stream friends that we give you a little shout out. Nihilist Geek is going to be scripting future videos and editing the one for Friday. Okay, can't wait to do that. We're excited. Okay, Jennifer Brown working on my YA contemporary suspense, writing mood boards, outlining, etc. The works. She's got the works going today. Jumping between nonfiction things and notes for a new nonfiction project. That's exciting. I'm so glad. All right. There is something about having too much time. I do not feel that. I do not feel that I have too much time. I feel like I do not have enough. I don't know why. I feel busier now when I have no place to go than I normally do.
I think it's because in your mind, you're like trying so hard to frame it positively. Like, okay, the whole world's ending, but if we look at it positively, now I have time to work on this and this and this and this and this. Right. And now you have set your expectations for yourself so high that it feels like you don't have time because you just gave yourself so much more work to do. At least I think that's what is happening to me right now.
I think that's I think you just completely nailed it. I think that's exactly right. I had more time.
I'm like, all my events have been canceled. All of my business partnerships are canceled. Everything, all my entire plans for my small business for 2020 are destroyed. Okay, that's terrible. Let's maybe try to figure out how I can put a positive spin on this. Okay, well, I can get so many things done. I can write all of these things. And then I'm like, whoa, I don't have time to do all of these things because I just assigned myself so much more work.
Yeah, I think that that's probably it for me because I'm like, well, we're all here now. So my son's home from school, and so I'm like, well, I want to spend more time with my kids. We want to like spend more time just hanging out like we do in the summertime. But I don't generally write in the summer because I'm hanging out with my kids.
Right.
Or like, oh, I really want to do this other project, or I'm spending all this time at my house, so maybe I should rearrange the furniture. Like just. I think you're like I'm adding, and much of it is probably completely unnecessary. But I do, I think you're exactly right. I think I added too much stuff. I
start falling behind and I panic because I have years of monthly deadlines. So when I get behind, I naturally go into that mode. I start panicking, and then I exhaust myself more.
Right. The world is ending. I know that's the thing. And having worked for myself for a really long time, the imaginary deadlines are just as powerful, right? My friend Lisa McLeod, who's another author, and we met right at the time when we both published our first books, and we would like joke about how we had this like imaginary company, the two of us, even though we're completely different, because she'd be like, oh, I really need you to help me send that press release out tomorrow, or we got to work on this, and I think, oh, I need your help with this. And so we were constantly, setting these deadlines, but we'd both come from, I'd come from advertising and she had come from corporate America. And so yeah, it was natural. All right, let's go to a couple more comments, and then we're going to do a 5-minute warm up. Nihilist Geek. He's like, we're simpatico, baby. Yeah.
Yep.
Debbie, thumbnailing my next chapter for Wolf Moon. Still, we feel you. The other thing too is we have to be kinder to ourselves. Even though I can tell all of you guys it's traumatic, we have to really, really have to take care of ourselves. Things are slower than they normally are because we're all under so much more mental stress. So it's totally natural. But then what do? Fill up my calendar like I'm, 23 years old and on health food. Yeah. No, it's bad. All right, couple more. Sounds great. Yay. Okay, Joanne is with me. It's good to have a writing buddy today. All right, Mary is going to catch up with my planner. May or may not work on, what is SOTP? Somebody tell me. Anybody know? Blog posts and prepping for my work.
I think it's the title of her book, but I don't remember what it stands for, and I feel bad for forgetting. I'm sorry.
Again, right? Our brains are not functioning.
Yeah, my brain is, I feel like it's buzzing in here.
Right, like, it's right there. Mary, tell us what it is. Okay, I do read the blurbs for the book. That's the least one can do. You have no idea what the least one can do is. I've literally done like television or radio interviews where they clearly have no idea what the book is even about. They don't even know if it's fiction or nonfiction. So it's not the least you can do, but I feel like you really get it, and I love that. Okay, tech guy sells my old hard drive. I'm kind of depressed to write. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, good. Okay, so for
that's so exciting.
It is. Yay. Okay, we're all going to send you like good vibes right now. So for those of you who do not know, Carrow Brown, who was our regular co-host on this stream and friend to all on Authortube, she says this every week, and I can't remember her job title. She's like the operations
director.
Operations director for Other Worlds Inc. And when there are publishing opportunities, she has shared them and asked you guys to submit. And if you're right, obviously, not if you're not, because they're a very specific imprint. SEO Savvy, I'm so excited. We're going to keep our fingers crossed for you.
I wish I had something I could submit to them because it sounds like a really cool company, but I just don't write in any of the genres that they publish. But I wish I did.
Yeah. Okay, so BC Brown says, yes, I love this story idea. It means a lot to me. It's just being difficult to write, which is killing me. I will say, having had difficulty writing single-minded for other reasons, when I finally finished it and got it to a place where I was really happy with it, it was like the best feeling in the world. And I will say that even though 15 Minutes of Shame, my first book, was much easier for me to write, I like single-minded means more to me, I think, because it was such a struggle to write it. And it felt so good finally getting through that. So yeah, I feel ya. Okay, simply walking the dog. That is true. Being outside actually clears up depression, especially for women. And walking inspires creativity. Fun fact.
Yeah. I've been walking my dog a lot. I mean, I guess I walk him a lot even when we're not quarantining. In the city, it's kind of hard though because you can't avoid people.
Right.
So it's like we were used to weaving around other dogs because Chewy sometimes struggles with being too close to other dogs. So if we saw another dog coming, we would go around. Now we do that if we see another human coming. We're like, anybody we see coming, we're going to stay 6 feet away from you. We're going to weave around the other side of the block.
Right. I know we have enough space in our neighborhood's kind of spread out. And so we have a small dog who doesn't need to go far. So at least when we walk, we're able to sort of steer clear of other people.
Chewy wants to go for like 2 miles every time we walk. He's like, let's keep going. Keep going.
My dog's legs are like short. So for him, 2 miles.
He also gets to nap all day. So he has no excuse.
That's true. All right, you guys, we are going to warm up with a 5-minute sprint. Here we go. We already started 3 seconds ago. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Right. Go. Let me get rid of this. There we go. All right. How did everybody do?
Well, I wrote
5-minute warm-up sprint.
I made more coffee and I got a snack. And I pulled up, well, because for me, like, I have to go on my business email where I have all the photos of the dogs that I'm doing art of. So I found that, and then I answered a few work emails, and then the sprint was over.
That feels very productive. It was only 5 minutes. It feels very productive. I tracked down the Joe Clifford book cover, and that was pretty much my entire 5 minutes that I spent. But I'm excited to show it to you guys. Robert, what did you work on?
I just got set up and figured out where I left off on my video and made a couple of notes to where I want to go next.
That's great.
That's it.
Yay. All right, that's awesome. We're going to talk about that. So you guys let us know in the comments what how you did, and if you haven't told us what you're working on, do, because I'm dying to know what everybody's working on today. Okay, here it comes. Hold on. Let me share. Stop the share. Start the share. I should be more organized about this, but I think we all know it's me. Okay. Look at that bad boy.
Yeah, that's great.
This is, I think, my favorite one, I have to say. Well, that's not true. Mine is my favorite one. This is my second favorite one.
The one she did really neat too.
He was crazy, and his whole Facebook is like, that's badass. Like, people just love it. It's awesome. I love it, though. It really, oh my gosh, it's super cool. Super, super cool. All right. So you guys tell us what you are working on in the chat. We're going to go to some of the comments, and then we are going to start talking about word stock on Saturday, because it's kind of an awesome topic. I'm very enthusiastic about it. And I will say, like, you're going to have to tell what the inspiration was for the topic. You want to tell while I'm pulling up comments?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Spill it.
Well, the subject, which is, going to be in the video later for most people, but we're going to do showing your story, because my inspiration is most people I talk to have a very limited idea of what showing and writing is, and they decide, well, is that really important? Because it's about giving an action, and if you give an action to every little thing, it becomes kind of stale. And that's not all there is to telling. So we're going to have people come on and give various examples of how they use it, and hopefully get a better picture of it. And there are people that's going to do art and illustrations, and we have various aspects of showing, so it should be pretty neat.
Yeah, I filmed my word stock video. I'm very excited for this. I talked about how show don't tell is very different when you're writing a novel versus writing a picture book. So that's what mine's going to be about.
Nice.
That is awesome. I have scripted mine. I have not filmed it today. As you can see right here on my calendar, it was supposed to happen on Monday. But it will be today, which means I'm going to have to be really ambitious about my editing in order to get it all done and ready to post for Saturday. So that is, I'm super excited about it. All right, you guys, we're going to take some comments, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about this. I have lost the comment. What? Hold on. We have a lot of comments today. I'm pretty excited about it. Okay. So let's go back. Jamie Barfeld says, excited for word stock. Can't wait to see what everybody comes up with.
Yeah, me too.
Right? I know, me too. I really do love it. First of all, I love this great community. I love the concept of doing this seminar series. For anybody who is not familiar with this was Robert's idea, that we would do this Authortube seminar series, and that we bring authors from, and writers who were just starting out, through, traditionally published authors and indie published authors, and a wide variety of genres, so that you basically have all these amazing perspectives on, these different parts of the journey, and these different ideas about what these writing ideas are, what these concepts of writing are. And that sentence was a disaster. I apologize. I'm a writer. I should do better. But I love this idea. I think it's really, really fantastic. So you are not the.
It's also about people doing their own take, because in the community, as you know, we do have a lot of people just starting out. And I thought about how many people talk about imposter syndrome and like they don't have a voice in the community. And that I think hurts your writing, because if you don't find your voice, it's going to show up in your writing or lack thereof.
Right.
And we all have a little piece of the puzzle, and doing your own take, no matter where you're at on your writing journey, you have a piece of that puzzle that somebody else is going to say, yes, that's where I am. I didn't think about that. I feel like I'm part of something. Maybe they'll join the community, or maybe we'll feel more like a community.
Yeah, I think, well, and the other thing is that we have so many really bright people in this community. There's so many fantastic perspectives that I think sometimes when writers are, especially when they're just starting out, they often feel like, well, I don't have as much to offer as this other person or this other writer. But there are things that as you go through your journey as a writer that you forget, or that and it's really helpful to see where people are or their perspectives on these things, especially a fresh perspective on these things that otherwise you might not see. So I have found them just incredibly valuable, these videos. I love watching them. I love to see the community come together. And I'm so thrilled to be a part of this, because it's just, I love it. It's so awesome. So
you're also hyper aware of everything. And so you put a lot of energy into this and you still think you don't know what you're doing. But really, when you're inventing those things, you have things that people never really thought about.
Right.
And you're usually a little bit farther ahead than you think you are. So it can be to get your ideas out there.
I think that's I think that's good. That was like almost a snort laugh. You're cutting in on Devin's territory, by the way. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna take some more comments. Nihilist Geek says physical exhaustion is great. That is true. Dega Outlaw. Okay, so this is when her live stream is happening, 10 p.m. Eastern on Loki's Morning of Mischief YouTube channel. All right. Wait, is that 10 p.m. today? You have to put all this in one spot, because I literally can't remember from 5 comments ago. I apologize. I think it was today that Adega's live stream was? I don't remember. Okay. Yay, Jamie Barfield. Yes, absolutely. Once you get through the beginning and build some stamina and muscle, it's the perfect rest. I need more exercising and less ice cream sandwich eating, I will say. I think I've mentioned this 700 times before. That is like my kryptonite, for my pandemic kryptonite is ice cream sandwiches. Agreed. Eva Wright says, they changed my Mr. schedule in March, reverted him to an essential job. The new schedule changes again every X number of weeks. Oh, that's miserable. That's hard, because it's really important to try and find like a new normal, and it's hard to do that if things keep changing on you. Eva says, my calendar's full of youthful ambition. I wake up so much older than I that happens to me too. Oh my gosh. Okay, Mary says, okay, thank you, goodness. Shadows of the Past, SOTP, Shadows of the Past, good. Oh, and help from everybody else too. Awesome. All right, that's okay. The thing is if I, like, the second the live stream is over, I would be, oh, I know what that one is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's sometimes like trying to produce the thing, talk, get the timer up, do all these other things. All right, so Stacy says, I've been going crazy trying to homeschool my kids, make therapy times. I'm an introvert. My kids are climbing all over me. So you are like, right? Extroverts get energy from being around other people, and introverts are drained from being around other
like
people.
Stacey and I need to trade lives over here.
No, even when you love those people. And
no, I would be terrible at homeschooling. Your kids would learn nothing.
It's hard. It's really hard. They're like, even when you love your people and you want to be around them, you have to find some way to carve out time for yourself, because otherwise you're just, as you know, right? You're going crazy. You're not home, you know, alone for 5 minutes. I feel you. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes. Good luck. Yes. Adega also submitted to Otherworld. Yay. We're going to have to just keep our little fingers crossed on all this. Okay. CO says thanks and best of luck, Adega. I'm super excited, you guys. This is great. Joanne says she's in a bad place because she shortened her walks. It's like Savvy says, I live in the middle of a 500. Yeah, it's a lot. I can't even.
I mean, Chicago, right, is, how many people are in Chicago? 3 million, I think.
Yeah, a lot.
So it's like, but thankfully, like, you know, my neighborhood is pretty populated, but it's not downtown. But then I do have to go downtown for doctor's appointments. And once I get downtown, even though every business around me is closed, it's still full of people. I'm like, what are you guys all doing here?
Right. Go home.
You don't have to go to the doctor. Go back home.
I know. I see another writer friend of mine is in New York, and he is in his apartment, like, and he probably has a nicer apartment, like a bigger apartment than a lot of New Yorkers who are in teeny apartments, but he can't go outside.
Yeah.
And
I love New York. I would never live there just because I pay, like, from my friends who have lived there, what I pay monthly for my home.
Yeah.
I pay more for their home that's a quarter of the size. And
I know.
Like, no.
It's crazy. I'm sure that there will be a lot of people moving after this is over.
Yeah.
Feeling like they need more space. All right. Yay. Hannah says, "Ooh, exciting. Good luck to you too, Adega Outlaw." And thanks. Stacy says, "I've come up with this great story idea, and then I realized it had no conflict. Still not certain what I'm going to do about it." Add conflict. Kat's here. Hey, Kat. Welcome so much. Oh, welcome so much. You guys, I've like lost my mind today. Kat, we're very glad you're here. I think you're new to us. So I'm excited that you made it, ended your stream, jumped right on over here to sprint some more. That's good, because we're about to do some. Look who's already kicking my ass. Joanne Ninja Hen at words. All right. I'm in it with you for the next round. All right, let's see. We got a story detective. That's Robert. Says, "Hi, Kat. We're super glad that you're here." Mary, opened her planner, answered the door. Hi, CJ. Debbie helped kids with their schoolwork. Sarah edited a scene and deleted some unnecessary words. BC Brown grabbed a chai latte and pet all the animals.
Oh.
You know, there's nothing that gets you more in the mood for just anything peaceful and calming than petting animals. That's like the best thing. Eva, yours is coming soon. We do. We all love Joanne's work. It's awesome. All right, Hannah's got some notes from a telephone interview from a missing persons coordinator. Wow, I'm like, I don't even know what you're writing about, and I'm already super interested. Yay, Hannah, that's awesome. All right, Joanne says, great topic. All right, you guys, we're going to come back and talk about BC Brown. Actually, we'll do it right now. BC Brown says, "I'm so excited about Wordstock number 3. She's recording it today." I don't know if you guys remember, BC did like a quick jump on for the week before. I think Robert was gone, and maybe Kara, or were you here? I'm trying to remember. Like a couple of our regulars were gone, and she was recording videos, and I was like, "Oh, it'd be funny if you were on," and she's like, "I'll do it." So she's like on the live stream, and you could see her like like talking away. It was awesome. So yeah, we're first all the time over here. Okay, you guys. So I too am very excited about Wordstock number 3, and hopefully recording it today. That is my plan. It is now. I'm like have to X out the other stuff on my calendar in order to make this bad boy happen, but I'm going to. All right, so we are going to, speaking of making things happen, transition. All right, Speaking of making things happen, let's get going with some writing sprints. I have got to stop my screen. Hold on. I just still had Joe up there. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that. All right. Now we're ready.
Are you using your new keyboard, by the way?
Oh my gosh. It's awesome. We should talk about it just a little bit when we come back. I will be using that to edit our new video for Wordstock. But yes, you guys got to know what I got. You're gonna die. I love it. All right, all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. 20 minutes on the clock, guys. muted. I'm just talking away. My mic is apparently I unmuted and muted myself. So there's that. All right, good. Okay, everybody, tell us how you did.
Pretty good, actually. I'm on to the next phase of my video journey.
Nice. That's fantastic. Very good. How about you, Savvy? How'd you do?
I did 2 little doggy sketches. I had fun with this one. I drew a little dog in a tuxedo because this is a little story about a dog who's gonna be the ring bearer at his human's wedding.
Aw, that's so cute. So I got 126 words, which is not very much, but because I have not written for a little while, I had to go back and reread what I had written before. And this is one of the things that makes writing every day or almost every day so productive, is that you don't have to keep going back to read what you wrote to figure out where you are. So, all right, I'm happy with this. 126. Joanne Ninja Head, I want to see how you did. I want to see how all of you did. I'm very excited about that. So while we were waiting for comments to roll in, Robert asked me a question. Oh, Joanne Ninja Hen kicked my butt again. 291. Nice. Nice. Eva got lost in picking fonts. That has happened to me.
Yeah.
Nihilist Geek finished a script, editing the next video. It's not fun when the dogs bark and the car engines roar from outside. So I care less about this, or maybe I'm just luckier, but like Mike is always like, because we live in Florida, there is constantly a lawnmower going somewhere. Like all the time, 24 hours a day, someone's getting their lawn mowed. And he's always like in the middle of recording and you know, the lawnmowers go. So I don't know if it's because I tend to film a little later in the day than he does. He's like more in the morning, so he probably is like, that's like lawnmower central. But I feel your pain. Mike feels it more, but I feel ya. So it's hard. All right. So Eva, Sarah says interruptions by both husband and daughter got nothing done. I feel that. Cat, 16 words. I had to make a phone call. The chat reminded me I needed to call the landlord. Well, still, 16 words is 16 more than you had before you started, so that's good. Oh, CO Savvy has a question for you.
Ooh.
Yay, where do you get your inspiration for Forever Home Friends stories? They're so fascinating. That's a good.
Thank you. Well, the first 3 were dogs I knew personally. Smile Chewy was based on my own dog, Chewy. For the 4th one, Kringle's Christmas, I interviewed the leader of one of the shelters that we worked with to get a story about a dog from there, and she told me this like very heartwarming story about how there was this deaf dog named Kringle who got taken in on Christmas to the shelter, and they were able to teach him like sign language type commands. So I was like, we need to do a holiday story about this. And then for the 5th one that I'm working on right now, what I decided to do was have a contest. So I wanted to do a book about senior dogs because people had been asking me like, you know, are you going to do a book featuring elderly dogs? A lot of times it's harder to, or like people don't think as much to adopt a dog that's older because people are like, oh, I'm going to go get a puppy. But
Right.
dogs need love too. So I was like, you know what? There's a lot of really great senior dogs out there. So I decided to do a collection of stories. So in February, I ran a contest where people could submit stories of their older dogs. And I chose 11, I think, of the ones that were sent, and those were the contest winners. So then I had them send me pictures of their dogs. So for each dog, I'm writing a poem about it and drawing a picture of their dog for the book. So, I mean, the inspiration all just comes from real dogs and their real stories. But you know, I try to look for different places. You know, I started out with dogs in my own life, started out with my own dog and dogs I knew. And then from there, I've been expanding into like, okay, what about dogs at the shelter? What stories are there? What stories do my readers have about their dogs? Because I always get people being like, oh, if you want a story, I have a dog with a great story. So I decided to open up a contest for people to get their own dogs featured. Since obviously I can't do a book for every single time someone tells me that.
No, that's
that's basically all over the place. Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool. All right. A Nerdy Nanny says, I struggled to focus, so I took a nap. That's like a 20-minute power nap. Love that. Feel better, getting coffee, clear-headed. I am surprised. As much as you think you can't possibly have a good nap in, in 10 minutes or 20 minutes, it can be, especially if you're very tired, it can be weirdly refreshing to have a little power nap if you cannot take a regular nap, which I have been taking more of those lately too, because I'm not sleeping well. So I think that's part of the reason too why I've been kind of draggy. So BC Brown managed to be an adult and get dressed. Woo! Kittens do have a ton of energy. That's right. They are so cute, very exhausting. Super true. Jamie Barfield yakking away with son before he left for work. Aw, that's great. Deaf Doggo, my hearing dog has adapted to my ASL quite well over the years. That is cool. That's super cool.
And I've noticed that like with Chewy, he has great hearing, but because he was raised in the shelter that also had deaf dogs, he actually responds better to hand commands than verbal commands out loud. So I think that's just a thing. Dogs use their eyes to look for your hands too. So dogs, they have so many senses that they're so good at, and they're so adaptable to everything.
That is super cool. That's super cool. All right, you guys. So Robert asked me a question about my new
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
I know, right? So this is funny. I had planned to post it. I have shot a video about it, and I had planned to post it on Monday, but I think we all know what happened with that. So it will be either sometime this week or it'll be next Monday's video, where I do a little unboxing. But and here, let me tell you something funny about this. My whole theory was, because I was really I've been kind of struggling with writing during the pandemic. I'm just not feeling funny. And so I thought, well, I will just buy this beautiful keyboard and I will treat myself. I'll use my regular keyboard for, random answering emails and crap like that. But I'll use my special, beautiful keyboard for writing. And then I hadn't written for a couple of days and I was like, well, I'll just use it the first week. For everything, and then I'll use it for writing. But just right now is, like I said, that the first time I've written in a week over a week maybe, because I think last time I did video scripts on our last live stream. So this is the first time just now when I have used it for writing. And
nice.
Oh my God, I like it. I really like it a lot. You should know that Robert listened to me talk about whether or not I should buy this keyboard for a week, because I was telling him about the fact that I love clacky keyboards, and that eventually the MacBook Pros get less and less clacky through the years. And he told me, I have a beautiful keyboard that I love. You should hold yours up. Look, we're matching, but we're not matching. Oh, you don't have it?
My keyboard, here, I'll show. Mine's just already like that. It's not pretty at all. In fact, it's gross, and the letters are popping off of it. But mine's very clacky just because of the keyboard it is.
Yeah, I love that. I need that tactile sensation.
Same.
And the sound of it. And I really do like it. I like it a lot. So Robert has one. His is very manly, which I'm going to have to edit out because I think I said it 4 times in the video. Robert's keyboard is very manly. You are going to think I have some weird emotional attachment to your keyboard. But it's like the complete opposite of mine. But I really like it. So I'll tell you all my thoughts about it in my little video that I do, hopefully this week, but maybe Monday. But yes. Love it. All right, you Joanne Ninja Head says, so shiny keyboard. Can I say, I thought this would be one of those things, and you guys will have to tell me. Do you well, clearly, because people are already nerding out about the keyboard. I was super excited when it came, and I just posted a quickie photo on Instagram, and I think that's been one of my most popular photos in the last couple of weeks. Just the thing in the box. And maybe it's a writer thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you kind of, yeah.
I'm worried that if I got a keyboard like that, because part of me really wants one, but the other part of me is like, I'm worried I would start psyching myself out that I have this gorgeous keyboard and my writing is not good enough to be worthy of the keyboard. Like, have you ever get like a really nice journal at Barnes and Noble, one that's like has shiny stuff or has like different textures on the cover, and you're like, this is the most beautiful journal ever, and then you open it up and you're like, I can't write in this. Whatever words I write are going to be too bad for this beautiful journal. I'm going to waste it on bad writing or something. That's how I get it.
Actually, I think if you have a nice keyboard, it's like your control console of your ship and your direct.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to think of it. I like that.
Yeah, and yeah, there is something. I love the feel. Yeah, that's really funny that you say that.
Sorry, my dog's being loud. I'll mute for a second while he looks that up.
I have just, yeah, I think that control, like the control keyboard or the control panel of your ship, your rocket ship, yes, is a really good analogy for that, because it feels, plus, oh my God, the thing weighs a ton. I really, yeah. Okay, so we have some comments we're gonna go through here. Blah blah blah. Let's see, Nerdy Nan. Hold on. Let's see what I've got. Doggo, pretty keyboard, so shiny. Yes, it is so shiny. All right, so BC Brown says it's nearly 93 this morning. That's, she and I don't live very far apart. Yes, yes. Still getting dressed is a good idea since I'm recording my videos. Right? Or you could just do pajama time like Savy's live stream tonight. Eva says, should I buy this keyboard? You have to wait for the video. It's I've never spent this much money on a keyboard. It was a little pricey, but I really like it a lot. And I tend to keep stuff for a long time, so I'm not like always getting like the new whatever. So I'm very glad that I decided to buy this keyboard.
Yeah, they're the best keyboards I think I've used, and it really makes a difference because you can feel the difference typing, and the keys kind of hold your fingers. They don't feel flat.
Right.
The flat keys, like when at my old job, the work laptops had the really flat keys. You could barely, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
I feel like I wasn't typing. I was like, do I need to hit this harder?
Yeah, I think you had mentioned that before, and that was actually one of the things that I really like about it, is that I have small hands, and so those little indentations are just like perfect for me.
Tactile experience.
It's great.
With sound and with the feel of it. So.
Yeah. Yes. And it requires a little extra pressure, not a lot, just a skosh, a little extra pressure to type on it. It's good. Yeah. It's good.
My sexy red keyboard is still in the shop. I never heard back. Well, I heard back once from the guy that I took it in to repair it, and he was trying to find the problem, but with the pandemic, then the week has gone by and I haven't heard back.
Right. Adega says, I have to go guest on another live stream. Happy writing, all you wonderful people. Thank you so much for being here, Adega. All right. So Nihilist Geek says, I like the feel of my current keyboard. Feels more important than looks to me. That is super, super true. I will say I have kept Macs way past their sell-by date because I love the keyboard. And it is generally my habit, if I'm going to buy a new computer, to do it in between books because I get very attached to the feel of a keyboard. I like the idea of having a keyboard where I can get a new Mac and I don't have to worry about the keyboard going away, but it is all about the feel for me. And that the clackiness, I love that sound, but the feel of that, and I think those things sort of go along together. Like the kind of keyboards that have the right feel for me tend to be clackier. So it's not just that I need the noise, I need the feel of the keyboard that makes the noise, if that makes sense. Yeah. All right.
Keys are way different when the keys are pressed as well. The flat keys, there's almost nothing. And I think that's the space. They become flatter, they become smaller, and it becomes less of an experience.
So this is what I was just about to bring up, because you said this in our Facebook conversation, and I thought it was so like just right on the money, because that's it. Like that we are, yes, we get lighter and lighter laptops, and the keyboards get smaller and smaller, and maybe they're sleeker, and some people probably like that look, but you are correct in that we are losing something in the experience of that. And sure, and who knows, maybe there are a bunch of people who will grow up now and think that like the clacky keyboards feel, you know, too clunky or whatever, but I love this. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now I need to jump. Yeah, I know. I sort of let the cat out of the bag. What do I think about my new keyboard? You can watch it anyway. It's funny.
I have my new microphone I'm using for the first time today. How does it sound? Is it clear? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah, it really sounds great.
Let me see if I can get this up here. Ta-da! Very retro.
It's retro. I love it. I totally
Very
love
sensitive too. I was playing with it last night, and it has a lot of sound, so I had to kind of turn it down a little bit to get it in focus. But it was working okay on the tests I did, at least on the video. But I didn't know how it was going to come across today.
It comes across great, actually. That's real. It's funny. It's one of those things where I think good sound is something where you notice it more if it's bad than if it's good, right? Right. Eva says, price is why I haven't bought the keyboard I want. Do tell, Kat, what's the keyboard that you want? I normally do not. I mean, obviously, I will spend money for things that I feel are, you know, important to the work. And I think this is, other than sort of in a really practical sense, I have other keyboards, but they were just because I needed an external keyboard and I just bought the Mac one. Or when I work with my iPad at the beach, I got, which was actually a gift. Someone had given me one of those little ZAG, $40 ZAG keyboards that is both an iPad case and a keyboard, which is perfect for writing at the beach. And so this is not really something that I thought of, but I kept being less and less satisfied with the clackiness. And so I have to thank you, Robert. Once again, thank Robert, because I love, plus it's so beautiful.
Depending on what iPad you have, if you look for the Logitech Create, they have one that has a backlit keyboard and it has the grooves.
Really?
Not all of them have it, so you have to make sure you get the one that has the grooves. But for my smaller iPad, I have that, and it's small, but it makes a difference just to have that. It feels a little bit more clacky and a little more tactile. The other little flat square keys, and
that's interesting. So the one I have is just a ZAG keyboard. It is old and cheap. And I write on an old iPad. I write on an iPad 2. And the reason for that is because I take it to the beach. If someone stole it, the thing I'd be most upset about is losing my work for the day. It doesn't have it doesn't have internet access on it other than, if you catch a Wi-Fi signal somewhere, which I do not. I just write on it. That's all it does. And so that sounds like a really great setup. I don't know that I would spend the money, though. I don't mind the one that I have, and I think it probably has sand in it, so it's a little clacky. A little bit. So Eva, you ask a very good question. Unfortunately, we're going to have to defer to Robert on this because I am a terrible freaking typist. I'm like the worst typist ever. So does it affect my typing speed? No, it does not, because you cannot go slower than 1 mile per hour. But Robert, does it impact your typing speed?
I am a terrible typist as well, but I think I actually type faster on that keyboard. Because remember, when I was typing with one hand and actually getting good word count, I was using that keyboard. So that with one hand, I'd say it increased my typing speed.
Well, that's right. So if you want to do a one hand behind your back, the other thing is I feel like I'm more accurate because like all those little keys just hug your little finger, right? So I feel more accurate. Although the funny thing is when we were talking about this in our little Facebook chat, I had said my typing is more accurate while simultaneously making a typo in that sentence. So yeah, that was good. Okay, I would drive my household nuts with a clacky keyboard. They already think my current keyboard is too clanky once I get going on my drafts. Some people are harder typers. Some people are harder typists than other people. My friend Lisa loved this. She thought it was the most beautiful thing she'd ever seen. But she also like she pounds
Yeah.
on keyboards. And I think you could probably, she has like a ginormous house on the lake in Georgia. You could probably hear her typing all over the state of Georgia. Like it's so, yeah, so a lot. Okay, Nihilist Geek says, I have a Logitech K120, pretty basic, no clacking, but I like how the keys are positioned. That really matters too.
Mm-hmm.
Really matters too. I haven't noticed a significant difference in speed between my two keyboards. My son doesn't mind it because he uses a clacky one himself. We both usually wear headphones. And I'm lucky because my office is at the like back corner of the house, and so I don't bother anybody. And Mike's next door. He doesn't like the sound of a keyboard clacking is like music to writers, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Eva says she's a loud clacker. Use my keyboard into my laptop. If I'm typing on my laptop, my typing speed decreases a lot. That's interesting. Do like my wireless keyboard, even though it's just a generic one. Shiny mic, right? That's a beautiful microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so dorky today. None here. Usually wear headphones because I don't mind the noise of others. That's good. Yeah, I would feel guilty if I took this to like Barnes and Noble to type or like to write one day, because you'd be like like that. But I love it otherwise. All right. Debbie says, I refuse to use the keyboards that have come with the newer computers. I'm using a keyboard that's 10 years old.
Yeah, I don't know how old my keyboard is. When Tyler was building my computer for me 5 years ago, he got me this keyboard from his, like, he worked in like tech support for his college. So he found this as an old keyboard that was being given away there. So this keyboard I've had for at least 5 years, and was a used keyboard that someone was going to throw out before then. So who knows how old it is?
It's good, but I feel like my old
keyboard on my fingers. Well, the letters are starting to chip off because of how much I've typed on them. But that's okay.
You know where they are. You're good.
I know where they are. Yeah.
Bonnie's lurking. Hey, Bonnie. I feel like a Peter Totter. We feel you. We're glad you made it, though. Very glad. Typing speed is mostly about how familiar you are with the keyboard. I will tell you something funny. So when I was like a teenager, everybody had to take like a keyboarding or a typing class. And my mother said to me, do not learn to type or people will ask you to do that. And so like for your job. And obviously she was coming from a different time, but so I didn't really learn to type. And then of course I became a writer and a copywriter. And so I typed for my entire career, and I'm terrible, but I'm mostly terrible at typing other people's stuff. So if I had to take a typing test, I'd probably type like 20 words a minute. But when I'm typing my own stuff, I'm reasonably fast. Like my typing goes about as fast as my brain, but I have to look at the keyboard. There's another bonus for the pretty keyboard, because then I'm looking at it like, oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, so yes, geek, I agree with that. I feel like it's too late for me now. At this point, I would love to type. I listen to Mike type. He's like crazy accurate, and yeah, and he's a really fast typist. And I think, how many more books could I write if I were a better typist? All right, Detective, living up to his name. Yes, that was good, Georgie. BC Brown prefers using headphones with my computer because the speakers suck, plus it helps me focus on what I'm doing when I'm writing. I do that. I usually listen to ocean sounds, especially now, because I really am missing writing at the beach. Although, again, have not written, except for today. We should get back to that. We're going to go through a couple more comments, and then we are going back to our sprints.
I'm going to duck out. The keyboard is actually right over here.
Ooh. All right, let's see it. Hold on, I got to put you up. Eva says if the buttons are farther apart due to the design, I think it'd slow my speed down. Maybe set that up for group messenger chats. All right, here we go. Hold on, I'm going to put this down. And Robert has the floor. Look at that beautiful.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Isn't it? I love that look. Isn't that the most manly?
except
Right?
it's wood instead of leather. And it
I totally love it. It's
But
funny
yeah.
that look, our keyboards are like siblings. Also, Robert has the number pad on his, which I chose not to get because I never ever use it.
Oh, I love the number pad. I need to use that all the time.
That's great. All right, one more beauty shot of your. I do love that sort of oil rubbed bronze kind of look of your, or kind of, are they more gray or more brown that keep your key?
They're more gray. The metal is like supposed to be gunmetal.
Like gunmetal. I love it. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely.
It has weight because I mean that's a nice thing.
It is really nice. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and do another sprint. That was a terrible transition. Speaking of keyboards, let's use our keyboard to write something.
I'm going to be handwriting, so I won't be. But
You will not be. Okay. All right, here we go. So 3, 2, 1, hit it. right. Nice job, everybody. I'm not muted this time, so I feel like that's a win. Yay! How did you guys do? Let us know in the comments. Oh, wait, that's me. Automatically. Hold on. I was like, where's that music coming from? I'm such a dork today, you guys. Oh my, well, who knows? We know. Everybody who's here is a regular. And you all know it's not just today. It's every day. Welcome to Lisa Daily Life. So I have a special announcement. I got 381 words on my last sprint, which brings me up to 507 for the day.
Oh.
I did not draw any dog sketches because I got some more timely work emails that I got that I needed to address. So I've been spending my time working on some job things that I'll need to finish up after the stream.
Well, it is important to be able to eat, so I think that's a good thing. That's a good reason to stop. I feel like, you know, ripping the Band-Aid off kind of thing. Like it's not like it's been 10 years or anything, but it like, yeah. Right? There's something about not writing that gives you like that stress. Okay,
yeah,
Robert.
My sprints lately have either been like work-related things or sketches. Tonight on the stream, I need to focus on like writing tons of words. I have word goals for once.
Writing.
Yeah.
Right. Robert, how'd you do?
Good. I think the video is near wrapped, so I can film it later today. It's another big subject. I've been planning one for dialogue, or meaning to plan one, and it's such a deep well because there's so many aspects to it that you can cover so much in a 15-minute video.
I know, you could really do like an entire series on dialogue. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's true for a lot of aspects of writing. That there's so much, there's so many different places to go in so many areas. So, okay, so I want to talk before we go. I was trying to figure out how I could make this fair, the little contest for Joanne Ninja Hen's book animation, which I'm super excited about. So we always get like another, I don't know, 100 or so people that watch the live stream after it's live because for whatever reason they can't make it or they're working or whatever. So I want to make sure that we get them as well. So here's what I think we're going to do. If you want to win Joanne Ninja Hen's awesome book cover animation, and you're right now on the live stream, type pick me in the comments. if you are watching this as a replay, type it in the comments below, and I will put all of them into a big hat, and then we will pick and announce the winner first thing, top of the live stream next Wednesday. Yay!
Sounds interesting.
I know, right? I was trying to figure out, like, how can we make this fair and make sure we get everybody. So right now, you guys, if you want to win, oh, Doll is like right on it. Doll is number one. Pick me. Yay, that's awesome. Okay, hold on. I got to start making a list. Wait. Because you know what happens after the live stream is over, then I'll go through all the comments. Okay, here we go. So Doll, number one on the list. Pick me, Doll. All right. Oh, BC Brown was answering a question. Showing. CO Savvy says, pick me. All right, fantastic. I've read 3 more pages, total 5 of my family story. Started making notes. Good job. Nice progress. Excellent. Deidre says, pick me. Deidre and Anderson. I'm so glad you made it today. All right. BC Brown Book says, pick me. All right. Fantastic. All right. Okay. There you go. Okay, good. If it's dialogue, then please call me for that one. You got it, Doll. Speaking of Doll, Doll, you have your live stream in an hour. Is that right? Let's just check. But usually Doll has a live stream over on her channel. It runs an hour after ours, so it's 1 p.m. Eastern time right now. So she would start at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll try and wrap up today for those of you who want to grab lunch before you head over to Doll's live stream. And then, of course, as you all know, Savvy has her sleepover live stream tonight. That's 9 Central, 10 Eastern time. Wear your pajamas, bring your
so fun.
and your snacks. That's right. Super fun. It was really great. I got to co-host last week, and I just like had a blast.
It was super fun. And guys, don't forget this Friday at 11 a.m. Central is my live stream book launch party.
Yay! Yeah.
Robert, I hope you can be there. I hope everyone can be there.
Yeah, I'm going to try to be there. I pre-ordered the book weeks ago, so.
Oh, thank you. Yay.
Yay. I'm so excited.
Oh, and I'm going to send out an email about this, but for people who pre-ordered the signed paperback, I apologize. Your book is going to be a little late. You will not get it by release day because the mail is so incredibly slow right now. So I apologize if you have to wait an extra week or something. It is coming to you, I promise.
Awesome. All right, here we go. So let's take a couple of comments, and then we are going to hold on. All right, hold on. Doll says, happy to be here for the ending. I'll catch the replay. Thank you, Doll. We're so glad to see you today. Ali Unicorn Fan 85. Hey, we're so glad you're here. So don't feel bad. I've watched 2 streams and barely written anything.
I know the feeling.
I did that. I didn't even, like last week on Savvy's sleepover stream, I didn't even have any intention of writing. I just was there for the drinks and the company. That was it. Eva says, I've seen that kind of thing happen with intro to computers. Some students come out of it just as clueless. I feel like I missed something up there. I have missed it. Doll says, hey, weird writing sister. Ninja Hen hit 334. That you hit 500 too. Woo! All right, that's good. Very nice. Yay! BC Brown got through her first recording of her Wordstock #3 video for Saturday. Uploading to watch it now for re-records. Nice. Awesome. We're super excited. Nihilist Geek, almost done with editing. Just have to edit out a long internet tough guy segue. I love that. Mary mostly chatted, used up a bunch of stickers.
Yay, planners. I got so many planner stickers right now. I just got these new ones yesterday. So.
Oh, I love that.
Planner stickers over here.
Nah, I know I'm the same way. I used to just do it all by hand, but now I do a lot more stickers.
Stickers are so fun.
Thank you. Love it. All right. Very nice. Thank you. God, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. I felt like I've been sort of in a slump, and I have not felt like myself. And so it's good. And not only that, happy with what I wrote. So that is also super, super good. All right. The Dawdling Writer. I think you might be new to our stream. Thank you very much for coming, and welcome. She made several small pages of notes and got ready for my writing stream. Yay! Fantastic. Thank you. You guys are right. Now I need to write some of the progress I made last week. I feel you there. No, this Wordstock is not about dialogue. So Robert and I had also talked about this. One of the first questions you asked me, and I have intended to do a video about it for a while, one of the first questions you ever asked me was if I would do a video about showing versus telling, and that is our topic this week. And so and I know you also asked Robert about that. So not only do you get my video, Robert's video, you get a whole bunch of other ones too.
I hope we do a dialogue Wordstock at some point, though. I would love to make a dialogue video.
Totally.
Maybe that be the next one, because like I said, it's such a deep well. Even after this video, there's the other aspects that
right. There's so much to that. So, and also Joanne Ninja Hen also asked about that topic. So you guys are going to be rolling in it this week. I'm super excited. Doll, pick me. So super exciting. Okay, Mary says, thank you for streaming. Do I miss any other? So if you are not DAL, SEO Savvy, Deidre, BC Brown Books, if I have missed anybody else, say your name again, say pick me again, so that I don't, so I make sure I get you on my list. And if you are watching this as a replay and not the live stream, write pick me down in the comments so I can add you into the pot. And we will announce the winner at the top of the hour on our live stream next Wednesday, which happens, of course, like they all do, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for being here today. Oh, thank you so much, Nerdy Nanny. She says, thank you for the motivation, keeping me on track, swapping the video editing, and then harassing my mom online. Yes. All right. Trying to only use what I have in my planner. No new things. I have been, okay, can I just say, I always am like, okay, now I have all the little stickers I need. But I got these like little tiny typewriters, which I put
I love them. I want more stickers now. I'm going to go order more stickers. We want stickers.
Well, I did it this week, like all the spots, like, okay, this is my chunk of the day for writing. So as you can see right here on live stream, Lisa's supposed to be writing. So I feel very happy that I got that done. Super excited. No new things. I just got my first planner. I'm excited to start using one. It's I have used this calendar for like 10 years, maybe longer, actually, probably 15 years. I actually just keep getting them printed. And I love it because of the way that it's set up. It's sort of part diary, part planner. And I keep a lot of things in it. So it's, they're big, and I really love them. All right, so looking forward. I struggle with the concept, did a video about my struggles in the past. We're answering for you. All right, Jordy says, thanks, everybody. I won't be able to make any until after school ends because my daughter has a Google class meeting. All right, well, you guys, thank you so much. Oh, my gosh, it'll be so cool. All right, so DAL has her stream the usual time, so that's in 53 minutes. It will be over on her channel, and today she has a blind writer co-hosting, which I think is going to be super, super cool. So you guys can all head over there. Before we go, let's do our little outros. I just want to give you guys a chance to say goodbye. Thank you, Deidre. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you come every week. Like, it's so, you guys are, we're so fortunate. I always say this, you guys are the best group of people. I love that you guys are here every week. And I look forward to this all week long because you guys are so awesome. So thank you. This is like the only sort of structured thing in my life right now. Wednesday. This is how I know what day it is for the entire rest of the week because of you, because of all of you. So we love you and we want you to stay safe. Before we go, I want to have my my lovely and talented co-hosts say a little goodbye and tell us once again about their channel for the folks who came in late. And again, if you are going to be entered to win Joanne's animated book cover, then hit pick me in the comments or down in the comment section below. So before we go, we should probably hurry because Dal's got to run. Robert, tell us about your channel.
Well, my channel is The Story Detective, and we analyze all things story oriented. Also do tech reviews. There's a review of that coming up soon too. So, and put it under the microscope and analyze it so we can give you the facts. And nothing but the facts.
Nothing but the facts. Thank you, ma'am. So help me, whatever. Okay, that is awesome. When I love your stuff because you do like these like amazing deep dives into things that I'm just fascinated by the way your brain works. Speaking of someone with an interesting brain, Savvy. That was not a very good transition. Savvy, tell us about your channel.
Hi, I'm Savvy from the channel Savvy Writes Books. On my channel, we talk about the life of an author through a small business owner perspective. We talk about what it's like to run a small business, and a lot of times that means we call out lots of people who are trying to scam small business owners, who are trying to take advantage of creative people who are just trying to make it in this world. So if you like making fun of pyramid schemes, if you like roasting those, you know, annoying business coach people like Tony Robbins and those types, head on over to my channel. We do a lot of that over there. And also every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central, 10 Eastern, we host the Authortube sleepover, where we do a writing stream just like this and wear our pajamas and get some writing done. And also, quick plug for myself, this Friday at 11 a.m. Central, I'm hosting a live stream on my channel to launch my newest book, because my newest young adult novel is releasing that day. So if you want to come to the launch party, we're going to have trivia games, we're going to have giveaways, we're going to have prizes, we're going to have a book reading and a Q&A, all the good book launch party stuff that you would expect if you went to a bookstore, but it'll be online.
Right online. I'm hosting that event, and I'm super, super excited about that. So, yeah. Well, I'm glad you plugged your book launch party. I was going to do that for you.
Oh, thank you. It would have been way less like narcissistic if I just let you do it for me.
Okay, we're good. Speaking of book launch parties, I'm actually hosting another one for a friend of mine, the New York-based writer I think I told you guys about, who was like trapped in his apartment, and he was supposed to have his book launch at the famed, iconic, mysterious bookstore in New York City, which is of course closed right now. And so they are sponsoring this amazing book launch party for R.G. Belsky, who is a journalist. This is his, he's written several books, but this is the third one in his mystery series about a journalist who, you know, solves murders. And what's really cool about him is that he was a reporter during like the Son of Sam days, and like, so he has all these incredible stories about, you know, being a reporter and trying to chase down these serial killers, which just blows my mind. So that's in a couple of weeks. I'll tell you guys more about that. But thank you so much for coming today. I'm super excited about Savvy's launch party on Friday. I'm super excited about Wordstock on Saturday. See, we have things to look forward to.
There's so much to look forward to this week. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here today. You are completely awesome. And remember, be sure to write pick me in the comments below before next Wednesday's stream starts, because that is when we will be picking the winner of the animated book cover. So thanks so much for being here, you guys. We love you, and we will see you next time. Bye. Bye.